Yo, what's up, mate? How you doing, mate? Hello, meatball. What's up, legends? Hello, hello. We are working on Emerald Isles, which is very much ready for release this week. Hello, Alex Trotter. Silly Fox. Alright, that is ready, that is ready. Pop that out. How are you all doing this wonderful day? Alright. Basically, all I have now to do on this map is one, finish building up the ocean, which literally isn't too bad. Yeah, I'll show you the thumbnail. I'm actually so happy with this spot. So, where are we? Thumbnail today is Blue Ob, which is here. If we come down into this, this is going to be Blue Ob. I love, oh dude, I'm so hyped with it. It's so cool. And you come down here and there's Blue Obelisk. As you can see, some reason the water effect bugs out there, and that's just because it's still mapped to the island water effects, which luckily I will be getting some help with it. There's a few areas around, I still gotta do like all the foliage in here, but we've still got like so much to do. Well, not really, it's just building all these cliffs, which just takes a bit of time, but we're getting there. And then, to be honest, I may as well lock this off because you can actually see this. I go like this, and we scroll up. Hey, right now you big. That's awesome, mate. Look at that. The map is pretty much foliaged up. I gotta add some more foliage in certain spots, and honestly, the foliage will get some reworks here and there as I get through the map. There are dino spawns everywhere now. 7.8 out of 10. Too much water. All the dino spawns for the land area is set. I have set up, most of the caves are done, just some fixes on some. Well, all the caves are done with their artifacts, some just need some slight tweaks to fix them to be fine. Yeah. We're just working on the ocean tonight, really, that's my main thing. I might jump into, like, if it keeps crashing while working on the ocean, we might go do some of the fixes that I need to do in the caves. So you can see what I need to do over there as well. Thank you, Reynard. You're my biggest fan. Alright. I see you. I see you. I appreciate that, man. I don't know. Because the bosses aren't ready. The bosses aren't ready. The caves, on the other hand, I feel like some caves are easier than the others. Some are like kind of like island level basic caves, but then there's some caves where you probably want to rip my head off. Yeah, I'm using all the island artifacts are obtainable on this map, and those are the ones I've been using for the bosses as well. So all the bosses will have similar artifact requirements as the island bosses. Map is coming along nicely, Shadow. The sun hasn't risen for you, but we are just literally at this point in time. I've just got to finish all the ocean cliff stuff and nitros. Yes, this map here is Emerald Isles, which is my mod map that will be coming out hopefully this. I'm dating it for this weekend, which what will be playable will be the full map. No bosses yet, but there will be 3 custom bosses coming to the map, plus a custom creature being a forest lindworm that was voted by my community. And this is actually my second map. My first map I ever made was Caldera, which isn't completed, but will get updates after Emerald Isles is out and ready to go, I'll be slowly working on fixing up there and getting that map to where you can beat the island bosses on it. Love my videos. I'm glad you enjoy it, man. The thing is, what kind of the mesh issues like Ragnarok has, some of them are just, it's just sadly sometimes shit happens that way with the way the maps are made and whatnot. It's just a weird thing. Yes, Palpoot, the dev kit stream. And then once this map is out, I will be working on the bosses. So the first boss will be the blue orb boss, and then I think it'll be the green orb boss and the red orb boss after that. And then you'll get the custom creature. And then this map will be basically done. Fully. Oh, like the floating rocks where they're like off the mesh and stuff. And sometimes that's to do with like certain meshes using like foliage pieces using like landscape interaction things where they like warp the mesh around the landscape, and just sometimes at lower qualities it doesn't render properly. Will it have the magical Leopleurodon? You will be able to tame the Leopleurodon. I will make sure there's a Leopleurodon spawn on this map. Even though I think the Leopleurodon is useless, it will be there. Alright. Hey, yeah, like the stream, everyone. Make sure to like the stream if you're excited to play a new map. The magical and useless Leopleurodon. I actually want to make a rework of the Leopleurodon at some point. Maybe like a newer version of it. Honestly, because now we're just working on all the ocean trenches, which is mainly once I get all the cliffs done in the ocean, which I'm not taking like super precaution on the sizing of the meshes. Like some of the meshes on my cliffs I need to redo, I think, on the overworld cliffs, because I might have made them too big, and then you get a little bit of issue with that. Your game hard crashed, then I couldn't get back into your own server. Oh, that's a bummer. So the Leopleurodon, when you tame it, it gives you a buff to drops. So basically it increases the quality of loot you get in drops for 30 minutes. It honestly, it just sucks. Like, I wouldn't even care if they like said, yeah, you know what, we need to redo this creature and they remove it. I wouldn't care. Dude, yeah, dude, I completely understand, man. It's fine. I am partnered with Nitrado, but like, I understand sometimes the server issues can be a bit of a hassle. You have no spot mates on PS5. You have 4 mats, 4 glows of art, a rat, Tempest, so 20 gig. Ah, that's a bummer. I hope PlayStation gets an increase on that mod size so you can play it. It's not a super big mod map though. Size-wise, it probably will have some more size once I start adding the bosses in the custom creature, but other than that, it's pretty good. Yes, I'm still doing that, Omer. The bosses will have a tameable version. I'm thinking, actually, what I plan is what I want to do is I want to make it that you get a item that will spawn in one. Like you can summon it in with this item, like the tameable version, but you have to battle it and weaken it down to the point that it respects you enough to let you tame it. So I'll be testing that with the ocean boss, and then once we figure that out, we'll be all good to go with the other ones. But I'm gonna be working on the ocean boss next week, hopefully, and get it out in the next couple of weeks. Hello, Alyssa, how you doing? This is literally all I've been doing, man. This ocean section is so big. Map is a 10 out of 10. I appreciate that, man. I personally think this map, like, I love it that it's my own creation, but I can't give it a 10 out of 10. And that's just me being critical on myself. Like, I've made some errors when originally at the start where I've lost out on potential height ability and stuff like that. to change some elevations to have higher elevations, definitely on the volcano and whatnot, because I didn't do the landscape properly, which is just all learning. And at the end of the day, I feel like I'm still happy with this map, that I've been able to create this. It's just, I see a 10 out of 10 way higher than... I know, I'm just critical on myself. I know, like, the more I do this, the better I'm gonna get. And when I get into work on my premium mod map, the level, what I planned for there is a 10 out of 10 in my books. So when you get to see Athetheria, my premium mod map, once I get to really work on that, because I want to get this done, then, like, that's gonna be something interesting. And remember, if you're a YouTube member at the moment, I think it's Baryonyx tearing up, ain't it? You'll be able to playtest any of my mods that I have in the future. You could have playtest Emerald Isles before release as well. Still can if you want to play it a couple of days early. The rule is with playtesting is just don't show any footage if I haven't shown it myself. Know what I mean? That's how I always see it. Okay. Oh, this cliff, man. Early production of this map would be making sure I didn't make these cliff meshes on certain areas bigger than they are, because it does mean I know I have to rework them. There's certain areas where I've made them a bit too big, and it's just like the collision can be a bit funny. You know how sometimes you get on maps where you can get to a rock mesh and you can just kind of sit under the mesh because the collision's a bit weird. It's just because some of these rock meshes have been extruded to a size that breaks the collision box naturally. And I did that to like kind of shortcut making cliffs and stuff, and because some of them just look really good with it, kind of have this massive shape to them. But that's one thing. And also making sure I when building the actual landscape itself, like starting it when I make the landscape, is making sure that the Z height is extreme. Right? Like, because I think I didn't do it as high as I probably should have. It would have made, definitely making the volcano a bit easier, because like I had to kind of use meshes to give it some artificial height. No bosses on the map yet, but this map will have 3 bosses, custom bosses, one being an ocean boss, one being a flying base boss, and one being a land based boss, forward at the different obs. So green ob would be your flying boss, blue ob is your ocean boss, and red ob is the land tier boss. Each boss will have different requirements, e.g. the ocean boss you're going to use sea creatures, as blue ob is under the water. No. So the collision, it's really weird to explain, but sometimes the collision, it's like a box. It's like an imaginary box or like layer. It's not built in the textures. The textures are materials, but the collision, it's like a volume, or it's like an invisible box. You'd say it's an invisible box that encases a lot of these things. A lot of the times it's the same as the mesh, or a very simple version, so it's not as detailed as the mesh, but it's detailed enough that it looks like you're being blocked by the mesh properly. Just so, because if you have a completely, like a collision that is 100 1-to-1 the same as the detail as the mesh, like the model, it's just gonna cause lag. Honestly, it's the thing. Yeah, underwater area, to be honest, this underwater area is gonna get a revamp when we get the Gen 1 assets. Like, I feel like I'm gonna revamp some areas, because I'm like, there's just areas I want to revamp. Quadrant. I want to add this. Okay, I'm gonna grab one of these. I grab, yeah. Now I kind of want to go like this and turn this in a way that goes that way. So it's like kind of. That. Then grab one of these. Pull it up, out, so it connects to it that way. Scale it down. Scale down. Kinda and clips out with that. Yeah. So I could probably let me actually click on something. So let's say this mesh here. So this is the actual static mesh it's using. You can create a blocking volume, which is a bit funny. But we don't need to do that. So materials are different. That's the texture, that's the material, that's your mesh. If you look at the mesh, so let me open up this mesh. Like the basic static mesh. Right, so this is what the actual, I've changed the texture material myself. But you would call a thing, where is it? Show. Yeah, so you got these collisions, so simple collision. See that, all that white there, all the white little triangles, that's the collision. As you can see, it's not actually perfect, but it's enough that it encases the whole rock to the point that it shouldn't that you phase into it. This is normally what you'd see for a simple collision. But then when you scale it up, it breaks. See, complex collision slightly like this is, yeah. Yeah, so that's the actual, that's the bot. That would be what you'll be hitting. Yeah, you can do that as well, but I'm not gonna do that with pre-made meshes, you know, right? Powerpuff. These are all arc meshes I'm using. I'm not gonna change their collision because that's just pain in my ass. Like trying to make a complex mesh off of the collisions a pain in the ass too. No need. And with these ones being underwater, I'm not too fussed about them being bigger than where it breaks the mesh a little bit, because majority of the time the creatures underwater actually have really weird collisions with the thing. The majority of the time you don't actually go into the rock, so if it's not perfect, I'm not too fussed. So these are bigger than they probably should be, like if I was using them in the overworld area, but yeah, I'm just wanting to get this done. The ocean in itself is like, in my opinion, Ark's, just the way Ark's gameplay is, the ocean is kind of shitty. Naturally. Like, I love, like, the fact that we can go underwater and all that stuff, but it kind of is, you barely go there for any reason other than, like, maybe, oh, I want to get some black pearls on the island, or oh, I need to go in the underwater cave. And then you go in the underwater cave, you get your artifact, you leave. Alright. Building in the ocean kind of sucks. You need to wait till tech, and by that time, why the hell would I want to make vacuum compartments unless I just... Yeah. Ocean and Ark is just not it, in my opinion. Compared to something like Subnautica, where it's designed to be underwater. So it's like... I feel like the water and everything of Ark is more of an afterthought than it is a pre-thing. Thank you very much for the win. I've never made a base with... in your premium, will you have tidal pools or quicksand areas, also the mechanic to dig dino traps? That would be... Well, tide pools won't make sense. In a sense for the map because of the theme of it. Quicksand areas... Depends on how Ark does their thing. There'll be something I don't know how to do. But the map itself... If you guys want some, like, information for Athetheria, I've already laid out, like, some really thing, man. I have my favorite... Will this map have my favorite animal, the Procoptodon? I think the Procoptodon should spawn on this map. It should. It should be, because they spawn... Procoptodons are in the Redwoods container. Because a lot of the spawn containers are using island spawn containers. I just don't have snow ones. Because this map has no snow. And then I have some custom containers as well. For certain areas. Can you make a cool mod for structures? Maybe in the future. Yeah, yeah. Because if you look at the landscape, it is literally just a plane. The landscape is just a plane. And then a lot of the times you have this. So I don't know, quicksand might not be a thing. Like a Subnautica type map. Honestly, the ocean creatures and the way the ocean plays at the moment, or like underwater gameplay and arc, would need a complete revamp for a Subnautica type map to work. Yeah, the TNR Stella had like title searches. Yes, I know. Yeah, Steve, I know what you're talking about. TNR Stella's title searches. That would, the way he would have done that would have been, that's doable, because that's just basically moving like a plane, because the ocean is just a plane. So it's just basically setting up so the plane moves up and down at certain times, and that the volume that causes you to swim follows that as well. Which honestly probably isn't the hardest thing in the world. It would probably just require some coding, and then you can set that up. It just won't suit my premium map, Athetheria, because the map doesn't have could do it actually, but it's not as quite simple. Yeah, not as simple as how I'm putting it, because the coding itself would require some apps, and then you got to make sure it works within the play state and some other shit. Making shit move within the game is a bit of a pain in the ass, in my opinion. Yeah, tame a couple best. Like, you are right. Like the donkey. I do like the fact that the donkey is stupidly good at getting metal. Like, it is goated. So, like, the donkey actually, in my opinion, I want to use it more often. All right, so that's to there. Yeah, anything that moves tanks, arcs, FPS, big time. It's just not optimized at the moment, honestly. So I'm gonna get this little cliff area done. And then we can just keep working, chugging around. But for my premium mod map, yeah. 100%. I do agree with you on that one. Like, without the, like, no point going in the ocean only for artifacts or a few tames, right? And then even then, like, the only reason you'd go in the ocean, like, on the island, as I said, the 2 artifact caves and hunting down the alphas, right? You got the Alpha Meg, Alpha Mosa, and all that stuff. But yeah, the ocean itself, it does need some form of, bit of a TLC revamp kind of thing. And maybe we'll see that. Maybe. I don't I feel like we're gonna wait till Arc 2 or something. You know, I don't think Arc 2 is gonna have a big ocean. I honestly feel like we're gonna get way more land. Most of the TLC, most of the herbivores? Could do. Underwater wrecks to make it more navigatable. Yeah, just more. I don't know. All depends, man. Oh, don't do the. You see, Arc 2 will also include mods like ASA on launch. I did hear about that, which is cool. So I guess you'll be catching me making some Arc. Oh my god, what are you freaking doing, DivKit? What the f? Oh, we're getting some. DivKit's having a hissy at me. Give me a second, guys. just gonna do this. Alright, we're good. When are you gonna play? I've been playing with Ross Clark on unofficial Ragnarok, mate. You mean like in videos? Oh, hello, Mozzie. Give me a second. I've just got a frickin'. Oh, no sucking blood for you today. You're not dead. Sorry, there's a mosquito in my room or my office, and well, no mosquito sucking my blood. I think dead. All right. On live? Yeah, I've been streaming live as well with Ross at the same time. I haven't been on the last couple of days, but I was live streaming. When was the last time I did my live? Last rag stream I did was with Ross. We did Life Labyrinth and all that stuff for the first time, and that was pain. I don't want this to come down here. Alright. Alright. But will it have the bison? What, this map? Well, the bison's in the div kit now. So it could potentially... I'm gonna have a companion mod for this map where it will just add spawns for every dino for you. So basically, it will just adjust the spawns to have every dino, even though it doesn't suit the original theme, just so people don't have to worry about it. Probably won't add ice wyverns though, because I'm not adding ice wyvern nests. Because I actually I think they act a bit differently to normal wyvern nests, which is going to require some areas which I'm just not going to add. See, yeah, Shadow, you're on the same point as me. Like, you watch most of my, like, any series I've done. Only time I'm in the ocean is for artifacts. And, like, I completely agree, the ocean's boring. Even though this map has a lot of water, it's just based on, because it's freaking the Hoenn region. It's just gonna happen. And I just want to make it have some really cool, unique areas to explore, but there's also gonna be some basic shit. Yo, like, kelp forest underwater. Ah, yeah. This map has a red kelp area, red kelp forest that I built. I gotta refix the meshes there, because DevKit likes to have some inundated meshes that say underwater rocks, and then you use them and then realize half of them aren't freaking in the game. And so you have to fix them, but you don't know which ones are which. So you're probably gonna rebuild the whole area. The XP thing on YouTube is like, some people, it's just like this little thing where the more you chat, or if you super chat, or become a member or whatever, you just get experience points. And so when you're in the stream, you get this the little badge next to you. So at the top 3, you get a badge saying number 1, number 2, or number 3. And just basically, you're the most active person in the chat, really. It's just a community thing. Can we play Primal Pharaoh on your map? Should be able to play Primal Chaos and Primal Nemesis and all that stuff. You won't be able to play Primal Fear because it's not a thing on ASA. Is Primal Nemesis, Primal Chaos, which are basically... But you should be able to play them because this map does use a lot of the normal containers, so hopefully it should work. To be honest, if the dev kit crashes hard, I have to wait like 15 minutes before I can get back in. When it does like a freaking memory leak crash, because Epic takes fucking 15 minutes to find out. We can go have a little test on the map now and see which which overhaul mods work. And then I'll end up, like, if I find the premium, if you end up playing and then overhaul mod does not work on my map, then like bring this up in my Discord. I will probably personally, yeah, you play. Yeah, this map won't be on ASC. ASA only. I don't make ASC mods because different architecture. Will Sunken World be compatible? You mean the creatures from Sunken World? Yeah, I know what ASC is. Reinhard. You feel like an unk? I have not watched that movie yet. Me and my partner do want to go eventually go watch the new Jurassic Rebirth movie. They should work depending on what kind of how they spawn, but if they utilize like the island spawn containers and stuff like that and edit them, it should allow them to work. But like at the end of the day, if it feels like there's a mod that doesn't work with my map, I will personally go find out what could be causing the issue with the mod dev myself. Definitely, if people want to play like Docs 2.0 or anything like that, I want to make sure it just works. Docs 2.0 is nearly done. I think he's working on the Overlord and Underlord bosses, like the final end bosses at the moment are almost ready. So me and Ras are gonna be jumping back into that probably after the upcoming Monarchy season. You'll catch me and Ras doing some more docs together. So yeah. It's almost there, I know that. I've been paying attention to its development because I enjoyed docs and freaking hell. Docs dev's just a ledge. Alright, let's get this little... Hey, what's up, Dragon Mama? How you doing? Let's build all these cliffs and then I can do the fall. The funny thing is, with the 5.5 update, man, this has been running way smoother. You just go Mega, it was fun, but somehow the new ones are the same. I was working on 100 Days on the new one when it first released as a premium mod, and then realized it just didn't have all the content yet. And my problem with that, it was a bit hard to get an in-game going. You're playing 7 Days to Die and using the Twitch integration. It's hilarious. Lol. Wait, there's a Twitch integration with 7 Days to Die? That's insane. You really want a Hunted style mod on ASA? I know the Hunted dev wasn't bringing it too, but doesn't mean he might have given the ability for someone to bring it over. But I know the Hunted dev is done with arc deving. Well, didn't want to come over to ASA. Right, no, that's true that, man. You only got ASC at the moment. That's all good. Okay, let's just keep building this freaking trenchy area. Yeah, console, you never were able to play mods on ASE. And now you can, thanks to ASA. Can I add a water dragon? I won't be adding a water dragon to this map because the creature that is picked... Thank you, Omer. To be honest, like, this bit's gonna be... You're barely gonna see a lot of this because of the freaking underwater fog and whatever. But I do want to spend some time after release and see if I can tweak the way the underwater looks to be very much like how Rag works at the moment, because the visibility is so much better on Rag. But it's just like, if it requires me to do a full change to the water mesh and the volume shit, I just don't want to break that just yet until after, like, I can sit there and I can be like, yo, cool, this works. It'd be like a future update kind of thing. There's no point trying to waste my time figuring that out when I'm so close to release. Cow shark, yeah. But the thing is, this map's having a thing called a forest lindworm, which ain't gonna be a water dragon, because it's gonna be more of a tree dragon thingy. But it'll probably be a good swimmer. Use the dot value. No, the way they've done the water, like, volume and, like, how the visibility underwater is so much better on Rag compared to, like, the island, naturally. But since a lot of mod mats, like, piggyback off what the island's done and don't make their own, because there's no point in trying to learn how to make your own and trying to put that into the game, it just adds more mod size for no reason, where you can just like, new stuff that's already base game to maximize on saving storage space for people to use the mods. Oh shit, this... And then I gotta go through here, do all this bit, and then this quadrant is done. Can some dinos be passive fed? Yeah, some dinos are passively fed to be tamed. Like, look how much of the actual ocean is meshed up. Yeah, I'm loving the ocean at the moment. It's actually such a cool... all these little different variations. I've got to make some, like, little fake, like, cliffs going here, but I'll do that later. Oh, and using the basalt things, yeah, along this section here, I love it, eh? It looks so nice. By the way, these little crystal, like, these, like, rocks that are floating up and held by the crystals are gonna be covered in crystal. They originally were, but then the whole dev get broke. But this is known as the Crystal Trench, as I'm going to call it. And then you have, like, some bits that, like, pop out of the water like that. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Ooh. Yeah. Just going around fast is it just causes me some issues. I love what blue... I don't know if you're here, but Blue Ob has those as well. The, assault stones, but Blue Ob is honestly... Bro, this area... I literally built this today. Like, all of this after... Because the dev kit updated today, so we got, like, a bunch of these things as well. So, when you come down the fight, the Tide Titan, as this code name is going to be, you're going to come down here. I wish this was in game so I could show you it, but it's not yet. Yeah, Blue Orb. I had to finish it today once I got like access to like the all the new Ragnarok meshes and stuff. And there we go, the bloody water breaks. But we're gonna It's like the chasm hole. And then we'll go, let's just keep going, keep chugging on this quadrant here. I'll keep the grid thing off for the moment. So the textures that you're seeing on these ones are reworked colorations of the pre-existing textures. So basically all I've done is I've made a duplicate of the texture and I've sat there and tweaked the contrast and the color and the saturation to get that gray rock texture. So it's still using the same texture, like the material changes it. So basically I'm tweaking the way the texture looks. And that's what I've done here. So they're the same as the Mesopithecus. Maybe same artifacts as Mesopithecus. I don't know, because technically I don't. Yeah, maybe, probably make it easier on myself. May as well just repurpose the same stuff as the island ones, but I might customize it a bit better. Yeah, those are blue because they're using a completely different texture to what the rocks are using. So they're actually using a crystal texture that I've tweaked to make blue. So it's like a completely different material. I don't want to add some extra little, just some extra little. You're not just diving straight down. Yeah. So the hexagon stones, they're called basalt stones. It's the one they use in the Wyvern Trench, right? And the texture that it normally has is very much what you see in the Wyvern Trench, but it's using a completely different texture. You can just swap textures to whatever you want. That's in the dev kit if you really want to, and it will. Doesn't always work. Some textures don't work with certain meshes because they're not designed to do that. Like, in a sense, yes, similar to Groudon, Homer. Kinda like a Godzilla-esque behemoth is what the red boss is gonna be, and it's probably gonna have a bit more custom abilities and stuff. Like a small house? What do you mean, like there are yeah. Just a little bit, just to make it look a little bit more hidden. Thing is, I haven't done a lot of underwater cave work, and this map will probably evolve a little bit over time, like if it feels like there needs to be some more extra caves for people to build in. Like areas that, oh god, it's the only problem with streaming and doing this is that sometimes, due to the fact that this has the same bloody issue as normal Ark does, where it bloody leaks memory like a freaking crazy thing, we get lag spikes. But never put a cave behind a beautiful waterfall. That is against Ark rules, of course, of course. Omer 3. I won't be doing a tick cave. Not doing a tick cave. There may be some mini bosses I add later on, but at the moment I am looking at 3 bosses. But if you want to talk about a map having multiple bosses, my premium mod map. Wait, how many likes do we have? I actually don't know. I barely pay attention to it half the time. We've got 21 likes. You guys are legends. Appreciate that. But my premium Athetheria has way more than 4. It is 7. 7 planned bosses. Will I add more? I don't think so. I don't know. Hey, Princess Strange Octopus. Fellow Kiwi as well. Hey, Octopus, did you see that they're gonna bring back the mower? They want to de-extinct the mower. The company that brought back the... Well, they did some gene modifications to kind of make grey wolves have similarities to what the dire wolf would have had. But they want to bring back the South Island giant mower, which is insane. Imagine getting kicked by a... The funny thing is, the stories that I've like, you hear about, like, they've been passed through ancestries and stuff like that. It's not a direwolf, no. It's like 9% genetic code of a direwolf, but it's not exactly a one-to-one direwolf. Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Like, and the thing is, the moas only went extinct, what, a couple hundred years ago? They got hunted to extinction by the moldies, and then in turn the thing that hunted the moas, the Haast eagle, which if you look that thing up, that thing is terrifying of a creature, would hunt moas, big giant birds. The big giant eagle would hunt freaking big giant flightless birds, and then that went extinct because it lost its food. Thank you, William. Glad you think it's coming along nicely. I'm just saving after every rock mesh. Bring him back, yeah. Bring back the... I don't want the Haast eagle can stay extinct. Pick that thing. Yeah, it's like, yeah, only like a small percentage of... Yeah, because it's been so long since the direwolf has been dead, right? So, like, the chances of getting the DNA is a lot less thing. I honestly think they should bring back the dodo first. That's what they should have worked on. Bring the dodo bird back. And I guess the moa's in the same kind of tier of like something that's gone extinct in more written history than something that's been dead before history, like, I guess written history. Yeah, they're bringing back the dodo. Yeah, they want to bring back the dodo and the mammoth, I think it was. Okay, that kind of works there. I kind of just want to add some extra little, a bit of a... I mean, kiwis... Nah, a kiwi isn't a small dodo. Completely... Because dodo lived on an island in the middle of nowhere. Nowhere near... Well, technically, kiwis... Frickin' New Zealand's an island in the middle of nowhere. A mammoth's tameable on Ark, yes. But not on this map. A-Boss is going to be based on Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. You're on the money there, sir. Yes, sir, Demon Ninja. They are going to be based on it. Yo, what's up, that one Doge? How you doing, mate? Yes, the bosses. The Kiwi is closer to like a small moa than a large Dodo. Yeah, Dodo's completely different thing. Like, Kiwi's very, yeah, similar to like a moa, or you'd go... The Haast Eagle is an Argentavis. Not really. Argentavis was, so if I remember correctly, Argentavis Magnificence was, the Argentavis was from Argentina, where the Haast Eagle, and the Argentavis was more of a vulture, where the Haast Eagle was an eagle. So, Argentavis is a vulture, by the way. Yeah, Argent is a big-ass vulture. It's a completely different bird species. Where the Haast eagle, it was an eagle. Active hunter. Active thing. Hey, what's up, S108 plays? We're doing good, man. Just slowly working. Getting there. Ready for release on this map, which I'm excited for. Alright, I just want to add like a little bit of extra, like, little... Okay. That little trenchy bit is ready for foliage, and I might add some extra detail to it. Okay, we can go back up here. Alright, now we're going to work on this little bit here. And then this quadrant's done, I think. Do I need to... it's laggy coming over this. Do I need to add... Hey! Nothing in here. Is there any, like, little... a lot of this area is just going to be, like, kind of foliaged out rocks. Maybe I add something here, like a little shelf. Just a small rocky shelf there. And then we're going to work on this bit, which... honestly, is just mainly all this. Then we're going to work on this. Where's it coming out? Hope this weekend. I'm aiming for Sunday. I'm aiming for a Sunday release with a nice video. And it's just basically I'm just gonna build all this mission till here, till we get to this bit, because this bit's done. But some of these meshes I need to rebuild. Like this is all black rock. Some of it, the meshes aren't actually there. As you can see, they bug out. Ah, there we go. Wait, no. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild these meshes here. So this area I need to rebuild, I think. But other than that, we're good. Nah, I'm talking Sunday for you guys. Monday for me. You do 1,000 days on Emerald Isles. The thing is, I will be doing 100 days on this, but I'm going to wait till the bosses are fully in for a release. You want the short-faced bear in real life to come back? Okay, let's just... instead of getting distracted, let's work, man. yeah. The thing is, Shadow Cult, majority of the time I say, like, when I'm talking about dropping something, I just talk about dropping it for, like, the UK, US time zone, because it's my biggest audience, right? My videos on my own map. Well, Dingle Cup's being hosted on this map, so Season 5 is going to be on this map. So, I'm going to start recording that next week. Alright. Are they going to be drop bears? You mean Thylers? Yes. Thylers are on the map. There's a whole redwoods biome. Let me just, click this, fly the hell up, over there. There's a redwood styled biome over there. Yeah, he has 3 over me, because no luck here. But we're still gonna do a Season 5. You guys enjoy it, doesn't matter if I lose. Like, it's for the content, ain't it? It's for you guys to enjoy. If you guys enjoy the content on it, I don't care if I lose freaking 5 my times, man. I'm competitive, I want to win, but like, at the end of the day, it is for you guys. I can't take it too serious and be like, oh, I've lost freaking how many times? Oh, I don't want to do another one. That's just not cool. Oh my god. So it's scripted? No. No scripting there, man. What I'm saying is, like, I'm competitive, I want to win. It's just, like, I don't, at the end of the day, if I lose another again, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't want to do another one. If you guys want to keep watching it. I hate that people think that we script that shit. Dude, it's pure RNG. Like, it's just pure luck with how certain things go. So it's gonna be fun. I've got some really cool ideas for the season already. To be honest, I want to do a season where we do one where we go, it would be like codenamed around the arcs, where each episode would be based on a different arc. And instead of like the point system we normally have, you'd get like a bit of a buff for the finale based on the map you won or the video you won. The feet picks wheel spin is always interesting. You guys are weird, eh? Dingle Cup is goated. I'm glad you guys enjoy that series, man. And there we go. This is what I mean. I have to save. I have to delog the div kit because now everything starts disappearing. Actually, we went for a solid 56 minutes without that happening. So, while streaming. So I'm actually proud of that. Who added feedback to the wheel? To be honest, it was a repetition of a previous Dingle Cup, right? Because we've done the picking dinos from their feet. Which was my idea. Let's be honest there. Alright, let's load up the, because we're going to have to wait 15 minutes before I can even do anything. On the dev kit, because Epic is just trash when it comes to realizing the dev kit's crashed itself. So we're going to hop on to the game and look at my previous update for thing, which doesn't include Blue Orb and a lot of extra things. At least we're all being accountable, right? Yeah, 100%. Did I click on, is Arc loading? Yo, what, what is going on? There we go. Alright, we'll load up Emerald Isles in game. It should have all the dino spawns on the overworld setup. And we'll see which overall mod do you want to see if it's working. Because we can do a little test, right? Probably could do Wasted. We probably could do one based off the Drakeling loot chest. You are completely correct. Installed mods. Alright. I need to reinstall Primal Chaos anyway, so let's update that. You got a primal... You got a bionic Megatherium that does 1.7 billion damn! Ugh. That's disgusting. Let's let this one update. We'll update a couple of them. This I don't actually use anymore. Because of vanilla sprinkles. Is that fully updated yet? It's taking forever. We'll update that mod as well. What the hell is... Okay. Those two need to be updated. And let's... Where's another overhaul mod? Where's Primal Nemesis? Because I feel like Primal Nemesis is the go-to, ain't it? I'll just, for people with new monarchs, it's kind of interesting because a lot of us do look around our community for new creators and stuff, and it really is just we looking for people who we can see that will mesh well with the rest of the group, who kind of have that that eye for content. If it be a streamer that just got that energy, got that vibe, kind of know what they're doing, but they might be small as well. Like, we don't mind. Mate, shut up about my mods, eh? To be honest, I've been lazy with updating them because it makes it, like, highlight everything. Didn't update, did it? Because I freaking cancelled. Okay. Let's go Primal. Let's get Primal Nemesis updated. I think it was literally right on my front screen. There we go. Let's update Primal Nemesis, see if this works. Because I know this is a very popular one. We'll update Primal Nemesis, see if it works on my thing. We're gonna go. Oh, guys, right now. Thanks for hanging out, you ledge. Alright, let's update this and see if this works with. I'm pretty sure I've tried this with Emerald Isles before, but we can try it again, man. You're watching Mr. Miele play Archimeg. Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I've only updated the mods I've been using. I've been so... Because I just don't have time. I don't want to sit here, like... I'm checking this out for you guys, because I know someone asked if this could play Primal Fair / or Primal... May as well... I know this is a popular one. What's it doing? Is it actually updating or is it being stupid? There we go. I just can't see that doing that, so I gotta like do this. Hey, yo, what's up, ArcPlay? How you doing? We were just in the dev kit working on Emerald Isles, but then the dev kit decided to do a good old memory leak, so we're actually going on to in-game to see if it works. If my map is working nicely with Primal Nemesis. Dude, the mods don't update at my speed as well, Shadico. I have 2 gig up and down. I have 2 gig up and down. Wait, Veno shows his mods. You're doing good? That's good, ArcPlayer. Oh. I was gonna take... You guys wanna know about how the boss system's gonna, like, the boss progression that I have planned for Emerald Isle, not Emerald Isles, for Athetheria is gonna be? The thing is, Shadow Cult, the install won't be your download. It'll be your hard drive. It'll be the actually validating all the files and stuff. That's the hour and 40. So on Athetheria, I've actually got this written down somewhere. I've actually written down the idea for the bosses. So Athetheria is going to have 4 world bosses that you can spawn in, kind of like the mini bosses from Astraeos or Fjordor, or like the titans from Extinction. And well, there's gonna be 4 of them. Then you're gonna beat 2 of them in conjunction to fight one of the terminal style bosses from, like, you know how you can go into fight like the Manticore, the Broodmother and stuff like that. And there's gonna be 2 of them. So you're gonna beat 4, then 2, then 1. One that's gonna be kind of like, you're gonna face it like the Overseer, but it's not gonna have like a tech cavey kind of thing. It's gonna have something different. But I will tell you about the overall bosses, as they are gonna be called Elders. You have the Series X, and it don't take me long to install anything except for Club Arc. That takes a few, lol. Yeah, because that'll be because of the hard drive is based. Oh, so it's the Series X that does that. Okay. Odd. Alright. We've loaded Primal Nemesis. Go over to modded arcs. Mod settings. Available mods. Let's find Primal Nemesis. Should be down here somewhere. Let's go scroll. Arc Primal Nemesis. Let's activate that mod. Bring that to the top because that's my thing. And let's see if this works. Yes, Elders. Because they're gonna be variants of previous creatures on Athetheria. So they're gonna be like One is going to be called an Elder Wyvern, which is going to be basically a Wyvern mini-boss. But these mini-bosses aren't going to be, like, piss easy. I'm not going to lie, I have a plan for something, and if I can get it to work, it's going to be so much fun. But there is a Elder Wyvern, Elder Basilisk, my ears, Elder Snowout, and an Elder Ceratosaurus. Those are the 4 Elders. The terminal bosses you will find out in a later day. I'm not going to give those out. But those are the Elders of Athetheria. Alright. Okay. Alright, we're in... Let me get out of here. Actually, no. Okay. These aren't going to be alpha replacements though. These are like bosses level for Athetheria. Alright, by the way, that's Emerald Isles' mini-map. Look at this glorious thing, man. Shout out Moon for that. Okay, let's do this. Hello there, Bennett. How you doing? Alright, I can show you the spawn locations as well on Emerald Isles. Alright, so these are your spawn locations. You got Little Tree, Eco Beach, Dewbird. This is Slate Coast. I need to reorder these. Marvel City, Lee Beach, and Forward Beach. We'll spawn here. Oh, once you get your computer, start making it. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're gonna need a... Probably... Will I need a dino wipe to see if this Arc Nemesis is working? Arc Nemesis? Probably? I'm not too sure. Alright. Let's just have a little fly around. See if we can find some variants and stuff. I gotta fix some of the spawn containers though. There's beavers. I wonder if doing a dino is gonna actually help me. Paleo accurate dino. Are those houses pre-built? Yep, those are always there. They're pre-built houses. So if I... And you can walk into them and everything. A little pre-built little... You can't place any structures on the floors of them, but they are there. I think a dino weight's probably going to be needed for this. Just because I gotta fix some stuff. Wired into your internet. True. Nah, they don't work like the Fjord floors. I want them to. Any crops growing around the houses? Maybe? Maybe. It's not like, I can just pick up all the crops, right? I had those in before, Rag. Alright, let's see if we can get some boss spawns. There's some foliage that's still not done. I'm still working on the foliage. It's also another thing I need to get finished. It's just, bro, the amount of freaking crap that happens when trying to place foliage is the worst to place, man. It just causes so much lag. And you just don't know if you've done enough yet until it's in game. Alright, I think I need to update some of the spawn minimums on some of these containers, because you're seeing nothing at the moment. Did I not finish the spawn containers here? Okay, I'm just gonna do this and... Alright. Any Pokemon fans? Good Bob Hearts to start. Yeah, straight up. Also, yes, we have Zed plants. And I've kind of placed them in areas where Pokemon centers would be and thing. Yeah, there's a few little ground issues here. Yeah, mountain dinos and the volcano. Yeah, there's also other areas. It's just single player sucks for testing shit, man. The spawns. Oh, there you go. Look, those what's that? That's an Apex Featherlight. So, and what the frick is that? That's something from Primal Nemesis. All right. I need to redo this section here, actually, with some of the foliage and stuff. I'll do that later. Oh, hello, Wyvern Egg. Don't mind if I yoink. Right, seems like, yeah, we're getting some Apex Dinos spawning in. There's Apex Carnos there. It's just single player, takes ages to spawn stuff in. We're gonna grab this egg as well. Let's refresh them. You go through this place here to get down to, this is Red Ob. This is your Red Ob location. In the center of the volcano. Maybe if we do a, do this. Just force some stuff to spawn in. Yeah, more shit spawning in now. Alright, that's a bionic dude. Alright, so yeah, stuff, yeah, Primal Nemesis seems to be working, stuff seems to be spawning, which is nice to see. Nice to... Oh, shit, what the frick? Is that a griffin? That's a demonic griffin, ain't it? This is a demonic griffin? Looks like a demonic griffin. Gonna have those dirty manners, as you call them. This map, naturally no, because there's no snow biome. You got the desert biome here. Spyglass. Yeah, I probably should just go these. Actually, plain RG. Alpha Calicotheriums, which actually is kind of nice. It seems like it does. Oh, hello, Pegasus. What the frick is that? That seems like the animations on that thing ain't working at the moment. Alright. Yeah, Hydro Rex. Yeah, seems like Primal Nemesis is working. Oh, hello, Karcher. Griffins. Normal griffins are spawning up here. What the hell? That is an earth. What? What the frick is this thing? An earth deathworm. Okay, that is terrifying. And more griffins out this way. When do you get over there? It's Naji. Wonder what the cave spawns are gonna be like. Come into this cave. I gotta add. Will these cave spawns be bugged out? Ah, Apex Enforcer in here. Nice. So I gotta fix some of the lighting in this cave. I think just requires me to change the post-processing volume and we'll be good. For some reason it just goes dark in certain sections. Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, so overhaul mods, I can say nicely. Yeah, the thing is, I gotta like... Welcome back. Morning, Hannah. Welcome back, Reynard. Yeah, so now I'm out of the lighting there. I gotta adjust those post-processing. Alright. Let's go this way. So it looks like the overhaul mod is working. That is, what, demonic griffin? There has to be a demonic griffin at that thing. Yeah. So I can confidently say, yeah, overhaul mods work. Hello, Hydrospino. And here's a fun fact. That waterfall, the meshes aren't there. I need to fix that. But yeah, you got the redwoody biome here. Giant glow bugs. These are pre-built, by the way. Oh, do they actually? Yep, cool. I want to make some bridges that go between them, but I don't have the meshes for it yet. Redwoods, then you got like a bit of this way. Got the swampy little biome here. Good old, there you go. Look, there's your rhino and anthers if you want them. That's actually such a sick view. That is sick. What? Wait. Change the time of day. Yes, Arc Player will be doing 100 days on this map once the bosses are added. The bridge to make an Ewok village. Well, it's like in the game, because it's based on the home region from Pokemon. There's like a tree village in that section. That's why I thought this would be perfect for the redwoods. I can still see the demonic griffin from here. 100% complete. So the playable map should be out this weekend. Hopefully Sunday American time range. The bosses themselves will come out as I get them done. I don't want to rush them out because it's still a new thing. Like creature making and stuff like that is still a new thing for me. And so I'm still working on it, but it's very close. Like, it really at the moment, all I'm doing is building the ocean and foliage and then just adding extra, tweaking the dino spawns, tweaking stuff about my caves. Because all the caves are basically laid out. I've just got to fix the suit things. Like, I think the cave that's, this area is freaking, I love this little bit. This bit, I feel like, honestly, that's where I left my wyvern. Yes, Dragon Mama, this match should be coming out in several days. This cave, I love this cave. This is like one of my favorite ones I've made. But there is a problem that I haven't fixed yet. Not yet. Get some bats. Is that a hole in the frickin'? couple of cave there? Did I just... No. We cut through here, come into the red room. Yeah, that is the wrong... I need to change the crates this is using. That's right, I forgot. I've got to change the artifact crates that are... Oh, the... drop crates. But, this lava... Yeah, the... whatchamacallit? The volume that makes lava work didn't set properly. I mean, there's no lava dripping. That's just, yeah. It's going good, Spino Live. Oh my god, that was terrible. But yeah, this is like little... Any Aberrant style caves? Kinda. Ooh, bats give you mega rabies. Well, that's just pre-built into the bats, William. If you find a bat, there's a chance it will give you mega rabies. Same with the megalania. I can't change that. It's built in the creature. Alright, we come... I can show you, like, we can go little dip into some of the caves. Some of them need a little slight tweaks before that ways. Alright, we'll go to over here. The battle arena. The Dingle Cup arena, as you can call it. Holy shit, that's a... Bro, that Archie's massive. Colossus Storm Archie. That thing makes my map look small. Parkour, it's not the only cave with parkour, Shadow Cult. Oh look, another Karchar. There you go, there's another Karchar spawn. We'll go into the cave here. And for some reason, the lighting in this cave needs a slight tweak. I've got it wrong. But this is like... I am using a Primal Nemesis on at the moment. But this is your Aberrant kind of style cave. Oh, hello. We'll drop there. See ya, Omer. Okay. Wasn't expecting that in the cave. I'll drop there. Ah, that's right. I gotta fix the water. There's meant to be water here, as you can see. And to the controls. So this cave hasn't got its little fix yet. But if you come further down, this cave gets a bit more sinister. No custom loot pools, just standard. I'm just using the standard loot crates. Oh shit. Yes, you have Arc Player, and I may be gonna be working on a mod for that. This cave, I love. This is Victory Cave. The making a map requires the water. There's meant to be water in here as well. All right, so this, I like this cave is freaking cool. Hello, Fidlights. Yes, Reapers are on this cave. There's also Basilisks in this cave in the upper area. Oh, hello. That's a little cheeky drop location. Yes, you saw a Reaper. A little bridge. Alright, so, yeah, kinda Aberrant, kinda style cave. Where's the ending to this cave? It's a 2-entrance cave. Well, where's the artifact? It's down the bottom. But yeah, there we go. What other caves can we show off? Ooh. Any dirty manners? No, because there's no snow biome. This cave is fun. This one's a fun cave. I'm down here. Oh, look, it gets cold. This cave gets cold. And I haven't fixed the dino spawns in this cave. This! I love this cave, man. Without man, no pyromans either. Unless you add the companion mod, which adds everything spawn. But if you're playing it the base way, the way I've intended. How large is the map? Slightly bigger than the island. Like, actual, like, full size, I think it's similar to Scorched Earth. Like, people find Scorched very small, but they forget about the dunes. So it's like 56 kilometers squared? 57? I don't really need to make a no pyramanes for every single map where there is a no pyramanes mod at all. I love this little island over here. This little peaceful, tranquil little island. This place is called Faraway Island. But, like, this is the furthest point on the map. Like, all the way up here, by your lonesome. Alright, what other caves can I showcase? Give me a shotgun. Torch attach. Not torch. Flashlight? Flashlight attachment. That's what I need. Do we get a starter XD? Well, the thing is, the place that's based on Little Root Town, which is over here, called Little Tree. It's nicknamed Little Tree. I've made it have a custom spawn container with creatures kind of similar to Trico, Mudkip, and Torchic. One being Trico is a glowtail because it's a gecko. Torchic is a dodo because little bird, chicken bird thingy. And then Mudkip was a bit harder, but it went with a bulldog. So here, it's technically your starter spawn in there. It was like a little nod, man. Little nod. Let's go. You like pirates, but no, yeah. Because this is a free map, I'm not having any fantastic creatures, like paid creatures on the map at all, and not allowing them to spawn. Like I purposely edited the city spawns, man. Oh, so the mini map that you're seeing here was drawn by a community member named Moon, and he did this himself. He did this all in what did he drew it in some digital, I think it's GIMP, in GIMP. So he custom built. This is custom drawn based on what I've done. Alright, let's go to this cave here. This cave's a bit interesting. I will say, this is called the cemetery. This cave is freaking fun. And when I say you alright? I'm streaming. Oh, give me 2 seconds. Partner's playing Ark and it's correct. Alright. Is she live? No, Emerald Isles ain't live. We're still working on it, but this update is live. Graveyard, cemetery and a graveyard's the same bloody thing. But should 3D printer layout of this map. My partner has made some Pokemon themed content, and me and her plan to make something together. The spawns ain't working here, which is kind of funny. I think playing Primal Nemesis is a free cave at the moment. Yo, okay. Ah, that red drop's still bugged. Okay, I gotta fix that up. You want to use it as a collab in the future? As a collab? Ooh, hello. Oh crap. Well, what? These snakes don't. Eh. What? These apex titanoboas don't have bodies. They don't have bodies. Okay, by the way, you can probably see it, but I think there's meant to be a drop in here, and it looks like it's spawning up there, which is something I gotta fix. No face snakes. I have not had a look at that yet, mate. Alright, let's... Oh, parkour. No! Crap, okay. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, you can... go from here, then you gotta... Oh, that jump is terrible. Yeah, alright, let's just run it out of the cave. Get me out. Up the stairs. Oh, hi. Yeah, don't have time for you, man. Nah. Ark not built for parkour, Veno. I don't care what Snail Games says. I will make parkour! Alright, let's try this again. I think I can actually just sprint jump to there. Like, you can shortcut a lot. There we go. Then jump up to here. Then you can... Ah, crap, that was a bad jump. I'm gonna try that again. These are... Oh my god, what am I hitting there? What? Can I actually... do like a little... Okay. Let's actually just do this the safe way. And jump to there. And then you gotta like... Fuck that. I forgot how crap this jump is. Like, honestly, if I'm doing this legit, this is terrible. This jump... That jump is terrible, actually. Or is it like... I know there's a way to do this. Because I'm dude! I suck at my own parkour! You like a cave that requires grapples? Ha 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 ha! Let me show you how evil I am. I think this actually... I swear... You can't use the grapples in here, suckers! No! Yeah, I am... You're meant to sprint jump from it. Oh my god. What the hell am I on? This is not an intended ledge. Alright. You can't stand there. That loot there. There is a way to get it. I'll show you. It's a bit of a oh god. Oh, dude, can you bugger off, snake? All right. I know you can make this jump. It's freaking finicky as shit. Oh my god. Oh, what? I know. The thing is, I've done this before. It's just okay. You know what? I'm gonna go from where you're meant to start. The rest is meant to be thing. All right, let's start from where you're meant, like the easiest spot to start from. And you jump, you sprint jump to here, and then you're meant to jump over to this, and then you can go from this if you sprint jump. There we go. And then you normal jump. And then you sprint jump. And then you sprint jump. And then this bit gets a bit hard. And then you sprint jump again. And then your normal jump. And then your normal jump. And then you're up into here. Alright. And then you can come down here. And come all the way down here. Come all the way down here. And oh, look at that. There's the artifact. What about climbing picks? I haven't banned those yet. You shouldn't have said anything, Willy Foss. But if you want this drop, you go from here. You jump onto the drop. Alright, that did not work. But, like, to get to this drop, you've got to actually come from here and you gotta jump up onto it. There. So that's how you actually get this drop. And then, boom. And then there's meant to be a drop in there. You can see the red glow. It's just not spawning in the right spot. What are you up to these days? The map looks awesome. Well, mixed things, right? We've got 100 days, mammals only. Let's get out of the cave. Working on Emerald Isles and soon to be Dingle Cupping again. And official, you know. My VODs get saved, right? True, yes. Asking for a friend. Yes, they do, but I'm purposely gonna delete this one so you can figure this out on your own. Alright, let's leave. Alright, that's that cave. What's another cave? Ew, look, it's the big boy Crocs. Okay, let's go. Yes, you've got. You know, please. Are you doing Monarchy? Yes, I am part of the next Monarchy season. Holy shit, what the hell is that thing? Is that a bionic Giga? No, it's a Terminator Giga. Oh my god, I need to play some more Primal Nemesis. That's new. Okay, we got this cave here, which is actually just a giant tunnel. I gotta add some extra things in here. There we go. For some reason, all right, I got shock things. Did I just get fire spat at me? So this is a giant tunnel, right? So this actually goes through. There's the tunnel. When it Dino Loot only be finished? Soon. Once I get this out this weekend, I'm gonna get that final episode done. And yeah, this is a lava cave. Is that like a mini magmasaur? No, that's an Anki. It's a volcanic Anki in it. No, volcanic 4D dragon. This map for strictly vanilla play, or you can play modded. This is what I'm testing right now. We've got Primal Nemesis on, as you can see, the volcanic thing, bionic Uranios. I was just doing a test on this because I got asked if it would work, so we're just testing it, and I'm just showcasing some stuff. So this is like your lava cave. It's not that hard of a cave, other than this room alone is massive. And honestly, I think I want to add something to this to make it worse. I really do. But that's the artifact there. But yeah, there's a couple of drop locations in here. Windstorm to slow you down in the tunnel. That would be really cool. Not that I know of. It probably could be something I could do, but not for this one. Boss lava golem. Something. To be honest, that's probably where you're gonna find magmasaurs when they come out. What the frick is that? That's the Earth Death Worm. Alright, another. Why don't we showcase another cave? Another cave. Not artifact cave, but this is a giant tunnel. Welcome to Mushroom Tunnel. This is a freaking giant tunnel filled with roll rats. This is like Roll Rat Central. And this tunnel goes for freaking ever. And it goes all the way through here until you come out this side. And you're over here. There's a caves over there which I need to fix up some stuff. But this is probably your most Aberrant style cave. It needs an extra bit of lighting, but this is... I love this is like... Honestly, probably one of my favorite caves. You come through here, it's got like all this light in here. It's the high tunnel. Why do I hear explosions above me? This cave has a bit of a double section here. You come through to this area and... Let's drop. But oh, hi, Rock Drake. That one looks bigger. Is it just me? Does that one look bigger than... Oh, okay. Yeah, Rock Drake, yes. And then you can go through this way. This bit gets dark, though. Intentionally dark, but yeah. And it wraps back around into here. And yet again, this cave has a double entrance. That's a... I was like, that looks so weird. What other caves can we showcase? That are on the map. Alright, we got another cave over this way. This one... There's actually 2 caves over here. Technically. So, now you get my Meguana. This is an on-foot cave. I gotta fix that. But you come down in here. And you're in a bit of... This is technically called the Maze Cave. And it is just a giant maze. That could be a really cool, good idea, Steve. I just don't know how, like, you gotta think about how it would work into multiplayer situations. Alright. Let's go for a little... Do you have an underwater cave? Right down here. This isn't big. This is like the only one. There's gonna be more. I'm gonna add another. I want some more, but at the moment... Mind the Giga spawns? Alrighty. Alright. I haven't done the spawns in this cave yet, and there's a freaking issue here. But this is technically the sunken power plant. Cool. Alright. Let's go get out of here. Though this works to take binoculars. Yo. Right, the only other cave is actually over this way. When you over the release map, hopefully this weekend I'm aiming for it. Like, I'm gonna be aiming for it this weekend release. We're about to go hop back onto the actual dev kit of this now. We've been jumping around this a bit too much now. And there is a cave on this island here. Which this is actually the first cave I built for this map. This is the first cave I did. Looking for the playing. I'm looking for you guys that were playing on it. Remember, I will be hosting some community servers on the map. They won't release at the same time as the map dropping, as I'll be doing some setup stuff and making sure it works fine on servers. This cave requires you to have grapples, by the way, because if you're doing this, you need grapples to come into this cave. Oop. Frickin'. Alrighty. Yep, that's the point, right? Ew, that's a disgusting trike saddle. Diabolical. Alright, there's a drop down there. It's just the right. You're working on the 205k, so oh my god. That's gonna be so much fun wasted. We continue our journey this way. Why you think his tribe was called Soulless Legend? Alright, we're gonna get another grapple hook down here. And for some reason, I have another Maguana in here. Yo, we love that. There's the artifact that another Maguana. Woohoo! We just seem to keep the Maguanas going down here, don't we? There's your hunter. Alright, let's go back to the div kit now. I want to work more on this ocean. Because we need to smash it out so you guys can play it. So let's quick, add another one in. Let's load the div kit up. This is gonna take a while. I'd say whenever I get like a div kit crash, it takes ages for me to get back to being able to load it in. Because for some reason, Epic Games just doesn't realize it's crashed for a solid like 10 minutes. Yo, what's up, Trilobite? How you doing, mate? Augurs, William. Hopefully the state you want to win wins. Oh yeah, Drake, while this is loading up, guys. Well, actually no, we'll wait till it does the loading, and then we'll click on Emerald Isles and get that to load in. The fun facts of doing modding. Emerald Isles, bunk. Alright, I'm gonna get a drink while that loads in, guys. Alrighty. Alright, here we go. Literally got back and it loads in. Alright, so now what we need to do is we need to do this to load in everything, and then we do double click on that. Alright. Yeah, your brother and his family went to the game? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm not much of an NRL fan as it is as well. Never really caught my alley. And also, because I'm from New Zealand, I guess it's less of my thing because the Warriors just suck ass. Let's be honest now. I don't think they will win. Oh, that's a dirty little crack. Oh, I'm gonna leave that. I don't mind that being there. Alright, let's get working on the section here. Alright, let's get the, like, as much, I want to get as much of this ocean ready and done. It's like a big section of the map, ain't it? The underwater bit. Alright. Let's build the cliffing of the underwater section through here, and then that means get this quadrant done, then get working on the next quadrant. If we can work around the map and get majority of them done, would be nice. Alright. Actually, if we go from this and that around. Yoink. Okay. And then rotate it that way. Like that. Pull that down a bit. You kind of got like this little arch coming through there to swim through. Alright. Time to just smack in some rocks. That's basically all I'm doing. Alright. What's the map? Map is called Emerald Isles. Trilobite. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I like that. Alright, that's looking pretty nice there now. Oh, for God's sake, I don't really... No, what? No! Oh, God, I'm in the wrong area. Awesome. The thing is, like, if I get the update out before the weekend, like, the update what I want to release before the weekend, then it means I can publish it. It all depends on freaking, because over the weekend, Curse Forge doesn't allow, like, cooking, or not cooking, like, publishing or, like, pushing through mods on the weekend. So normally I need to get it out beforehand. So it might be hiddenly released a little bit earlier than you expect, but the video I want out on Sunday. That kind of explains why I did this and showcases everything I want to do. Alright. Yeah, that's looking good. There is this open space here, but then once you add like seaweed and kelp and stuff, it's gonna look nice. Oh, no, dirty. Yeah, this is what happens. I can't do nothing right now. Ah, you bum. I don't think I can do anything. Alright. Yeah. Dude, we were doing so well at the start of this room where I went for 56 minutes without that happening. Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. This is what slowed me down. Like, honestly, if I wasn't getting those so consistently with the, okay, so is this gonna actually say that I've closed it? That's the thing. Oh, okay, that loaded up quicker than normal. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Maybe the recent update that they dropped for the dev kit today fixed the loading. Alright, I'm on dev kit. Let me get through this quadrant, please. Alright. Alright, come on. Please, dev kit. Not that kit. Alright. Hopefully we can get a good... This is why I save consistently. Let's just make sure this gets all done. Appreciate that, Jackson, man. I'm glad, like, you guys are actually excited to give it a go, and it's been cool that I've been able to actually showcase a lot of this progress. Like, originally my plan was to film the whole progress of me building this map and then cut it down into a video. I realized I don't have the storage space for that kind of crap. So because I know what it's like, what it's based on, I'm gonna be still able to make a video kind of showcasing it and be like stuff like that. But yeah, the building process, I do have all these streams and stuff, so that's all content I can use potentially, but downloading stream quality content for a video is just not it. As a content creator, I can't use that. But yeah. Alright, I'm liking that. It's like a bit more of a rocky edge to that, but there. Yeah, it's working there. I really want to get this quadrant done, man. Like, it's literally what I gotta get done. Get the rock mesh on this quadrant, because there's a few more quadrants that require a lot more. They're like a decent amount, but this is one of those ones where it's actually a solid amount of meshes to build like the shape of it all. Alright. Double up on that, pull that out, go like this. But that's leaving a bit of a dip there. I don't like that dip, so I'm gonna grab one of these. Patch that up a little bit. Come through here and just add a bit more detail. Cracky. Ooh, hello. Leave that there. Nah, they won't. They won't do that. Eco, because it's a free-to-play map, and so they won't add it to the official list or anything like that. Not that, like, it would have to be. Astraios is an official like partner map. I think it's. I don't know if it'll be the only one we'll ever have, but hey, who knows? Like, maybe I will cook so much with the Athetheria that I will have my own official partner DLC. Even though, if I'm just, I don't think that will happen. But you never know. You never know. But if that was to happen, I hopefully, or whenever we do get the next official partner DLC, like we did with Astraios, it's a complete map. Like, Nikatis has weight behind his name, right? He is known as that guy. From the modding community, if you want to look into mod maps, Nikatis is the man, right? Like, Fjordor. I'm not saying never, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna expect it, right? I can never play on the idea of expectation. But Nikatis could, has just that weight. Like, you know his maps are good. Even though Astraios isn't complete, you know it's worth that $15. It's the quality and the effort that goes into a Nikatis map is just insane. But who knows, like, what I have planned for the premium mod map, it could garner some attention. But that won't be being released till next year, because I want the map to be 100% done. And what I have planned for Athetheria is, as I said, 7 bosses, map size similar to Rag, custom variants. So the map itself will have it will have its own variants called the Atherian variants, which like kind of like how there's Aberrant variants or R variants or stuff like that. There's also going to be 3 custom creatures to tame as well. So like a lot of work is going to go into it. You know, a lot of work's gone into this map. It's just I'm not working on this full time though. That's the thing. I'm doing this for a video, but I'm doing it when I have time or when I can do time. Like I honestly, if I sat down and just worked on this map, like the only thing I did, this map probably would have been out months ago. Because I would have been able to lock in 100% of my time, but I couldn't afford to do that. I got bills to pay. And did you say this map will have Reapers? Yes, there are Reapers on this map. There is a Reaper spawn. Yeah, mountain edges he does well. I do agree with you on that one. And like, I'm tweaking some of my, like, I feel like I've got some cliff edges and mountain edges on this. Map has some really unique spots. But, we'll see. It's still a learning curve, right? Nameless 2, yeah, yep. Where the Reaper is, there are Nameless to kill for their Venom. But it's not like a super common thing like on Aberration where you fight them all the time. But there is a spot for Nameless and Reapers. And Rock Drakes. Hey Reynard, you're back, mate. Actually want to add a little bit of a it'll be interesting, Eco. I think you'll get definitely a lot more interest once I get the bosses in as well. Because there's gonna be custom bosses, and they're gonna have, like, when you beat the boss, you'll get an item, or like an item or something that will summon in a version of it that can be tamed. And what I have for the taming method, I think I've locked down the idea I want to do. Russ is going to, I think Russ is going to stream on it. It all depends. I just want the ocean to be basically showcasing it before I release it. He will be doing something on it. I gotta actually chat with him about that, but I'm literally tonight I want to get the oceans. Like, it's just this ocean, man. So tomorrow I'm going to be smashing out a lot of this ocean and getting it ready. But I'm also editing a video tomorrow as well, because I need to get part 4 of the 100 Days Mammals done. Okay, I'm just going to speed run this section. It doesn't really need to be perfect here. It just needs to work. Ooh, I'm just going to slow down there because we just saw that flicker there. Alright. Okay. Oh, don't do that, please. Dev kit. Alright, let's just build this up a bit here. Oh, we're in some lag. I'm just gonna give it a second to fix itself. Let's hold out for a couple of seconds, because let it sort itself out so we don't get any crashing memory leaky stuff. Alright, that looks kind of cool there. And we'll add an extra bit down here. Like that. Alright. Oh! I just took a breath up my nose, and I got straight pain in my sinus region. Woohoo! We love that. Alright, let's just build. And don't breathe like that. Shush. I hate my nose, man. My sinus region is absolutely busted. Sadly. Shitty hay fever and allergies have just nuked my area. Alright, birds are chirping, sun is rising. I should get some sleep. Thanks for the chats, everyone. Thanks for the info, Veno. Happy times to see you all. Alright, see you, Shadow. Thanks for popping in, you absolute legend. Sleeping at the crack of dawn sounds like a great way to get some sleep. Alright. Sleep, I just woke up like an hour ago. Yeah. Well, I'll be going to sleep in about an hour, to be honest. Because it's 10 PM here. See ya, Shadow, you ledge. And I want to get up in the morning, go to the gym. And then... yeah. This is getting a bit too repetitive here. I just realized that. It's actually gonna do my head in. You know, you're not gonna notice it. I need to have a little bit of some variation in the cliff wall here, just to break it up. Even though it's underwater, it's gonna be rarely seen as much as the overworld stuff. It still feels nice to break it up. I've never had that happen before. What the fuck? What the fuck is... no, how are you doing? I don't... okay, DevKit, I have no clue what the frick happened there. But... that was a bit confusing. It just absolutely just didn't get the crash I thought it was about to happen there. I thought it was. I thought we were gonna get the whole memory leak. Oh, you don't have a freaking... the sky isn't here. Bullcrap. Alright. Is this... oh, this isn't fully done yet. Ah, there it is. There it is. That's so annoying that it does that. I'll close it. Oh. You know what? Wait, I'll take a little quick break from the dev kit. Let's open up this. Alright. That would make me rage after a few crashes. Yep, and I gotta deal with that on the regular. There's Tifa. This is the ocean boss for Emerald Isles. I need to build a tongue. Alright. It's literally all I gotta do now is make the tongue. Alright, mesh. What the fuck did I just do then? But those wings that look... They're not wings, that's flippers, or fins. Whatever you want to call them. Well, it's kinda... Yeah, top down, they're too narrow. Yeah, I know what you meant. I like this bit here. This is a map boss. Terminal boss. Still early. Yeah, it's that front bit. Ah, you mean the connector bit there. Yes, the map's gonna be free stop motions. Is that centered? Oh, undo. Yeah, okay, that's in the Z plane. Is this boss an underwater boss fight? Yes, try the boat. Are you talking like how like it starts thin and then comes out wide? Yeah, it's supposed to. I get what you mean, by the way. But when you see where it's designed off of, you understand why I've just gone. I'm not a fan of tongues. They look weird. I don't want like a. I just realized I don't want that to car. Look like Spitfire wings now. Yeah. So the bosses are gonna have tameable variants of them that you can attain after being the bosses, and there's gonna be one unique custom tameable creature added later. These are all gonna be added after release. Oh yeah, I get what you mean. Like naturally, these should be wider and then come down thinner, but there's a reason for them looking like that. It's just a nod to the actual unrealistic design of Kyogre. But it's meant to be, but thing. I'm actually happy with that tongue. I need to shape the mouth a bit more. Should I make it wider? Actually, yoink. Let's grab the back bit, make it like come out wider. No, that's fine. Where's the? Should be yeah there. That's the bottom bit. The wider there. Oh, I could do that funny thing. Have you seen orca tongues? Their tongues are fricked, by the way. They're so freaking big. That's like, I'm kind of trying to get that orca tongue look. But it's still a bit funky with it. Yes, there is. I just haven't finished them yet. He hasn't gotten to this phase, which this is probably this. At this point now, I need to work on like the detailed sculpt, and then I can start working on getting it all the textures and stuff. But I feel like with that tongue now, this is at the point where I just gotta work on the detail sculpt and get that already. I could open what? Yeah, I'm still working on the block out for this. As you can see, we turn off this. That's still work in progress. Alright, let's hop back into the dev kit. Now that I've done the tongue on the boss, because I just needed a break. And let's see if we can finish this ocean quadrant. And I just closed the music like an absolute muppet. Not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's put some more music back on. Bro, I am 12 followers on Twitch away from 15k followers on Twitch. That's nutty. That's absurd. You go follow on Twitch then? Yeah, ledge. It's just straight Veno. Yes, this will be available on console as well for ASA. If you have an Xbox Series S, I don't know how that's gonna run. Then again, I wouldn't even. Yo, we got over 100 people up in the stream. What the hell, man? You guys are freaking epic. Just followed we got. Hit that goal. A ledge. Ledge. 10 more followers to go on Twitch. So if you, dude, if you got a Twitch account and you're over on YouTube, just jump over there. Hit the follow button. That'd be epic. I can't wait for you guys to play. I'm just hoping I can get it. I want it done by this weekend, right? I want it out this weekend. It's taken me so long to work on this, and I just want you guys to start playing it, and then I can work on the bosses and the custom creature, the Lindworm, which was voted by you guys. I did a community vote for that. Which my premium mod map, as I said, we have 3 custom creatures, but then after it releases, I might do a community vote for a 4th one to be added in later that you guys can add on to it. I started work on this map in November. But remember, I haven't been working on it full time. Like when Extinction came out, I went full balls to the wall on my 100 days thing, so I didn't actually work on this map for a while. Boink. Legends, if you're following over on Twitch from the YouTube, you guys are all legendary. Alright, I'm just gonna cancel this thing. Alright, if I can get... Okay. This section here is done on that side. If I can get to here, I'll be happy with tonight. Right, we'll be... But, honestly, it just keeps lagging. Alright, let's just keep chugging. Keep chugging, keep working. Alright. See if we can get this done. Because if with this done, this means all these like bottom southern quadrants, like all the 5 whatever, I think it's all the 5 bits within the grid that I have here, all of them along this bit, along the southern bit of the map, will be all meshed up, and I can foliage it up easy as hell. And that just means I need to do the rest, which I'll get it done. Right. But I want to keep working on adding more foliage into certain parts and making it a bit more lively, fixing some of the dino spawns that are already spawning on the map. Making sure they are not overspawning, because I don't want an overspawn. Because that can happen. But then again, I don't want to underspawn. But yeah. If you've been watching for the whole time, you've been seeing those crashes. They are plaguing me at the moment, where it does that whole... You have a sky thing, but it doesn't affect this part of the map. You just reached 18 followers yourself. Hey, congrats. Well done. With 7 off, 15k on Twitch. Mad. Mental. And make sure to like the stream if you're here over on YouTube as well. Just do both. Just smack them. It helps. We're getting there. Okay, please. Let's just smooth sailing to the next quadrant. Hey, what's up, Creeper? How you doing? That's awesome, Dragon Mom. Yeah, Twitch can be a bit daunting, or like streaming in the first place can be a bit daunting. But it's always fun. You're watching on both at the moment. I'm betting Twitch is slightly ahead, and that's just due to Twitch's codec and how they do low latency and stuff like that. It's slightly better than YouTube's for streaming. But then again, you can stream with a higher quality on YouTube. Yeah, you haven't, Creeper. You haven't, but I hope you've been doing well, dude. Ah, interesting. YouTube's ahead in Twitch. Huh. Hey, what nutshell? What you missed? To be honest, I've just been working on this section here. We did test out if Primal Nemesis works on the map in its current state that's in testing, and it does. What else we did? We showcased off some areas that I have already worked on, like the Blue Orb section. And we've just been chatting about the release of Emerald Isles, stuff about my next map adventure after this, which will be a premium mod map, and what I have planned for that. And yeah. I just realized I've got this little dip here to freaking figure out as well. Ah, yikes. That, actually... Oh, it should be on this. Luckily, this is already tied to that map, so... Move to this would be... This is D1. Move it to there. And we create a new folder called Underwater. What are we making? We are working on ocean cliffs of my mod map Emerald Isles. So we're just building underwater cliffs at the moment. Making another map? I've been working on this map since November. This Caldera, my first map, was to learn map making for this map. I had this idea before I made Caldera. Caldera was to learn. It was just, alright, let's make a little challenge. Just make it, force myself to bite the bullet and do it, because I've been wanting to do this. And then, yeah. And then I'll be making another map after this as well. How much does the dev kit cost? The dev kit's free. It just... Wait. Let me rephrase this. The dev kit is free. To use the dev kit will cost you some money. E.g. a solid computer with like 64 gigabytes of RAM, a solid GPU, a solid CPU, and about a terabyte of storage at this point in time. To be honest, when the dev kit is done, when they add all the maps, you probably need about 2 terabytes. So, yeah. The cost is in your own build, right? But then once you've done that, you're good to go. But the dev kit's free. Dev kit's free to use. The thing is, not sure. I bet you there's a couple of YouTubers I bet you who could learn how to do and be able to do this as well. One would be Captain Fat Dog. I honestly, that man's just a genius level talent when it comes to learning shit. He just clicks on freaking quick. It's actually insane. He would be someone I could, like, if he ever wanted to make a map, he would be able to make one. He'd learn and be able to make one. Creeper, yes, I will be hosting 2 servers for Emerald Isles, a PvE and a PvP one. They won't be out on the day of release, but I'll be getting them ready within that week after it drops. I'll have my lovely admins. 5 more, yeah, 5 more followers to 15k on Twitch. You absolute legends. And what about your buddy Ross Clark? Ross! Probably. But I don't know if he would have that time. He would... Just the way his workflow works, he wouldn't be able to sink into it. It's a time sink, right? Right? It can, like... Yeah, I'd say Ross would be able to do it. As well. I think just Cat would do it quicker. Cat would click on quicker, and this is, I think, like, Cat would learn quicker than me as well. Like, Cat's just fucking diabolical. Like, I'm jealous of that learning skill to be able to click. Like, I've got it in certain areas, but sometimes, like, I lose focus real quickly at times, so that's my problem. But when I'm really I really want to do something, I will sit there and learn it. But, like, Cap just has a way of learning, like, that's just insane. Yeah, I could see Ross making his own map. He did learn to make his own mod, but I just don't see him having the time to do it. It's a bit of a different thing. With the way that man grinds content. No. Yeah, he has that patience, and he just has that kind of, like, natural ability to click on quite quickly. But it's like, I myself, my brain jumps around a lot. And it comes up with some of the most craziest ideas. So, like, my brain works more on the, like, I can come up with ideas how to thin air. Thin freaking air. They will just come out and be like, yo, let me do this. But then sometimes my brain's like, yeah, let's struggle actually doing the thing because I just want to think of other ideas. I'm just like, bro, let me focus on one thing. My brain won't let me do that, which sucks. It slows me down in a lot of, like, bringing out content or doing anything really. I just realized we've cut into this section of the ledging here. And so I want to move these to the D1 underwater. Alright, alright, that's looking kind of sweet there. Let's start working on this bit here. Alright, bring this down. Let's keep going. Let's see how much more I can actually lock in here. Okay, I did realize I have this massive, like, little hole here. Which, honestly, I kind of want to do something a bit different there. Alright. Like, in the island, it's just weird. Yeah. Well, it's like, if we look at the ocean's a bit weird. Because, like, the full ocean experience, by the way I'm at now, you can't get to. It's just out of zone. There's some really unique, like, areas here. There's more area, like, go over this way. More just giant-y kind of like big trenchy open areas. Then there's a bit of like just variation, lower bits, upper bits. Long little trenchy bit, then big trench down here. And I think I just crashed the dev kit. No, I didn't. And it's just like another like deep area. You wish Ark Ultimate Edition supported mods? That could be really cool if it did that. This section here I gotta rebuild. Because these meshes I gotta redo, sadly. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the right meshes for them and then replace them. But yeah, a bit of a bummer there. I'll worry about that at a later time. Alright, well, that's kind of there done. Yeah, true. Like, the mobile edition doesn't really work. Thanks, Remix. Alright, let's, I still gotta, like, at the moment, it's just mainly the ocean I need to finish off. The foliage. Tweak the dino spawns, because basically all the this map's gonna have 3 custom bosses. I was actually working on the mesh a little bit of one of the bosses. Alright, so I'll explain the bosses. I'm about to go to bed anyway. It's getting 10:40. I can tell my brain's going like, sleep. But alright. Hey, Nicholas, yeah, it's almost ready for release, man. For the release to play. So, as you can see, each ob's in a different location. Each ob kind of represents a different boss. Bit of a nod to the Weather Trio of Hoenn. We have blue ob down here, which, as you can see, it's under the water. Yeah, it's a water boss fight. Will require you to have water dinos to do. So that will be this. And then green ob is all the way over here at the top of the giant tower here, which in a future update will have an interior parkour super puzzle for loot. There will be a parkour like through the whole entire tower once I've done it, but to be honest, the amount of testing that's going to require for that, I just said, look, let's put it to the side for the moment, and we will be good to go. What the hell happened here? Why is that like... I don't know why we got like floating bits there. Alright, move those. But your green up here, which is a flying boss, which is going to limit you to flying creatures. Hey, we got Tassie in the house. Let's go. And then red ob, which is over this way. I'm not gonna super fly, but you can kind of see. He used to struggle a lot. Yeah, Skyfill, it's gonna have that travel, man. All good, monkey, mate. And then we've got red ob here at the center of Mount Chimney, the volcano, which is gonna be your land boss. And to access it, you got this giant tunnel cave of ready glows that comes out from here. Wyvern Trench is there. Wyvern's at the top of the volcano. Yeah. Yeah, I think that is me for the night, but what about tributes? Same artifacts as the island bosses, and I'm probably gonna use the same tributes just to make it easier. So they're literally gonna be very similar to the island bosses. I might change the levels you gotta face them at. But yeah, the artifacts, I have all the island artifacts already set up. So at the moment, those caves are done. I say done, but some of them need some fixing. Just slight fixes, lighting fixes, dino spawn fixes, or post-processing volume fixes. But yeah, it's gonna have similar, island tributes. I may tweak them later on, like, yeah. Is there a cold zone? No, because this is based on the Hone region. There is no snow biome. There's no snow. So, and you're wondering, wait, where am I going to get UD lungs? UD spawn up here. Desert mountains. Am I going to have a world boss? No. Not on this map. It's just going to be the 3 terminal bosses. But there is going to be a custom creature added on later, which was voted by my community, which is a forest lindworm, which is going to be found in the redwoods biome, and it's going to like hug to the redwoods trees, and you're going to do like a unit, going to like gain its attention. We haven't decided on how I'm going to do that. But that's after I get the bosses done, which are all going to be tameable themselves as well. It's too small for a world boss. It's not, it's bigger than the island. So the actual full area is bigger than the island, but it's not much bigger. It originally was going to be exactly island size, but I got the island size wrong in my head when I made the size of the map. I got it slightly wrong. So it's slightly bigger. It's more like Scorched. In the total area Scorched is, this is basically the same. No, it will not come an official map. Not sure. It won't come an official map. It's a free map. Doesn't mean there won't be servers to play on it. I will have community servers that if you join my Discord, you'll find out about it. We'll have a whitelisting system just to make it a bit easier, and we'll go with that. Oh, you are right. There is an ice, but DM Ninja, there is an ice cave. Shoal Cave is an ice cave. It is an ice cave. You are right. That Shoal Cave here is an ice cave. So there is but there's no snow biome. Like in that cave, it uses the hard ice cave spawns. And so, and you can't tame stuff in there. Legendary birds. Oh, like Articunas have those some Moltres. See, it just don't suit it. Like, at the moment, the main bosses will be, as I said, based off the Weather Trio. Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Groudon. They are like inspired by them in a sense, in what they're based on. Oh. Ooh, okay. I'm just gonna say thank you all for hanging out today and watching me work on my map. Like, you guys are absolutely legendary people, and I appreciate it. And I can't wait till you guys get to actually play this map in the near future. Hey, look, if the video of this does well, I may do another one. And maybe Sinnoh could be that map, but you'll see. Do I have a good map for fishing on this map? To be honest, I don't even use fishing. Hopefully this weekend. Like, it's gonna be, you'll hopefully be seeing stuff this weekend. Hopefully. Or if everything cooks and whatnot. But I mean, I just woke up, but I had a good time. Hey, it's all good, man. It's like almost 11 PM here. I'm knackered. But I don't even think of fishing, Willie Floss. Galar? Who knows? Oh, the Galar region? Could do. I ain't gonna do Paldea. Nah, sack that off. My premium mod map is going to be called Athetheria. I haven't fully, it's in the concept, like, I was waiting for the 5.5 update before I even started on that. I like a small fishing cabin could be cool. True. But yeah, the premium map Athetheria, I haven't started on it because I was waiting for the 5.5 update to come through for the dev kit, because I just didn't want to start on that early, and then like, I was worried I was gonna have issues. But, what's it called? But I do have the logo for that. Do you guys want to see it? I do have Atheria's logo somewhere. Let me... The text is not a thing there. We won't go off the text. Yeah. So don't worry about the text there, because that's still a work in progress. But that is the logo for my premium mod map. I'm working on Athetheria all on my own at the moment, Frozen Wasteland. So the map, I may, depending on some of the creatures, depending on my funds, may hire some people to do some modeling stuff for me. This is made by the same guy that's made the mini-map for Emerald Isles, and if you haven't seen that, Emerald Isles' mini-map is this. So this and this is made by the same guy. Yeah, other than the text, we haven't decided on the text yet. And this is, I hate font, and this is gonna take a while to get done, but the logo itself is done. Yeah. And yeah, that is Emerald Isles' mini-map that you will see in-game. So yeah. I'm gonna love and leave you guys. Thank you once again for hanging out. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, which will be a Ragnarok official stream on kind of like a gothic-y text, like a fantasy kind of text for that, yes. But I'll see you guys in the next stream, which will be on a Ragnarok official on Thursday for you Americans and UK people, Friday for NZ AU peeps, during the day for AU NZ peeps, as we try the labyrinth again. Screw that thing.